I just want to be happy, healthy, wealthy, and have some peace of mind. Why is everyone around me making it so difficult for me to live my life? Why? Do any of those lines seem familiar? Have you heard it from someone that you know? Or have you yourself uttered it once in your life? I was not like this before. I didn't have this positivity within me. I've had my shares of pains and trials in this life. I've cried so many times, muffling the sound with a pillow in the bedroom. I've cried hard while breaking things or shouting like an angry lioness just to release my pains. And I've cried so many times. I've cried my heart out while locked in a very tight embrace by my friends, so I could feel their reassuring love. I've cried and wanted so much to quit on life, but I was always held back by the thought of my loved ones. Yes, I was a crybaby. I felt like the whole world was against me. I felt like life was so unfair because there I was, being all nice and all good. But how come bad things seem to keep happening in my life? Thankfully, I was led to trainings and mentors that helped change my perspective in life. Slowly, I shifted from becoming a victim to becoming a victor. I am now at the point in my life where I feel like I have so much control of things that are happening in my life. And I'm so excited for all the blessings that are yet to come because of this mindset. And because of this, I am here with you right now, eager to share with you some tips on how to go from being in that state where I was before. It could help you or someone that you know. If I was able to overcome my being a crybaby, if you know so many people who are able to overcome their being from the rock bottom, then what makes you think that you're so much different from all of us? You can also rise from where you are right now. You only have to believe so. You can. Instead of suffering in silence or doing just the opposite and ranting on social media, you can do better. Because whether you intend it or not, whenever you post your rage on Facebook, people could feel your pain. And people who are also suffering just might be dragged down even further by the negative vibrations that you are emitting in your posts. And that could be another sad story. I know the feeling of being in that position. But gladly now, I also know the feeling of being out of it and above it. That's why I decided to write a book to help us all rise out from that position and be much better. I wanted us all to feel and experience the bliss that I am now feeling. Thus, Choose to Rise was born. If RISE was an acronym, let me share with you the words that I would use to make it into an acronym. R. R is for responsibility. I challenge each and every one of us to take responsibility for our own lives. Because as long as we're blaming other people and our circumstances for everything that's happening in our lives, then we would not be learning the lessons that life is trying to teach us. Only by stopping the blame game do we rise from being a victim to becoming a victor. It allows us to take the wheel and be the driver in our own journey of life. It gives us control instead of letting other people and our circumstances to take control of our lives. It allows us to stop complaining, and it allows us to find solutions instead of focusing on the problem. Moreover, it allows us to experience more harmony in our relationships Because by taking responsibility for our own thoughts, actions, and emotions, then we have the potential not to take everything personal. Because really, life is not always about you. Whenever somebody reacts negatively at something that you said, do not take it as a personal attack against you. Because for all you know, that person just might be reacting to the issue at hand and not against you. When you're coming from that mindset and whenever something happens, then you will no longer have that immediate reaction of blaming other people like it's their fault. Instead, you will be questioning yourself like, what is my contribution to this? And what was I expecting anyway? Because most of the time, if not all the time, it is our own expectations that lead to our own frustrations. If we manage our own expectations, then there would be so much more harmony in our lives. When we expect so much from people and these people do not perform according to our own expectations, that is when discord happens in our relationships. So please, let us manage our expectations and there would be less frustrations. There would be more harmony in our relationships. The second is I. I stands for I love you. 3 basic words, but very crucial. If only we say it more often, if only we express it more often, if only we make people feel it more often, then there would be less fighting in this world. There would be less children craving for attention and becoming delinquent. There would actually be so much more peace on earth. We all have different love languages. The way that I express my love may be different from the way that I want to accept love. And the way that I express and accept love may also be different from the way that you express or accept love. If we all get to understand that principle of love languages, then there would be more harmony in our relationships. So please, let us not be stingy on this aspect, especially after all that we have gone through during the past year, during this pandemic. We are never assured of tomorrow. We are not ever assured that we will still be waking up with our loved ones tomorrow. So let us please share love as much as we can. May we spread love more often instead of sowing hate or instead of passing on negative vibrations to one another. When everything else goes wrong, may we always choose to love. It's only 3 words, brothers and sisters. Let's express it. I love you. The 3rd letter from R.I.S.E is S. S stands for sharing is caring. This pandemic has taught us so many things. As part of us expressing our love for one another, may we also be in that mindset of sharing more than taking. If we are in any position to help somebody else, if we are in any position to share something to somebody else that could uplift their lives, please do so. It does not have to be anything material or monetary. A simple smile can go a long way. Just by sharing your smile, it could uplift the life of somebody else that just might be about to take his own life. So please share your smile away. If we all flood our timelines with smiles, instead of flooding our timelines with negative vibrations, like sharing posts that could trigger rage or anything negative. If we could share more smiles than that, then we would be creating more ripples of positivity around us. And it would be a much better world despite the pandemic that's going on around us. Aside from our smiles, we could also share our ideas, our positive thoughts, and our opinions. If there's any idea that we can share that can uplift somebody else, then we please do so. You are not gonna be diminished at all when you do that. So let's get rid of that mentality of competitiveness. Let's get rid of that competitive mindset. Because really, we are not here on earth to compete with everyone else. We are here on earth to compete with our yesterday's version of ourselves. So we grow out of that. We are here to grow ourselves so we can be a much better version of ourselves every day. So please, if there's anything that you can share, just share it away. Share, share, share. Last but not the least, E is for enough. Know that you are enough. You can do anything, have anything, and be anything you ever want to be. You only have to believe within yourself that you can. No matter what you think of yourself, no matter what people think of you or say about you, you are enough. You are strong enough, you are brave enough, you are intelligent enough, you are loving enough, you are loved enough, you are creative enough, you are worthy enough, you are kind enough, you are valued enough. I can keep going and going, but suffice to know, you are enough. You have what it takes to go be the best version of yourself. R.I.S.E. 4 words, 4 letters. May we always remember that. Choose to live life to the fullest. Choose to rise.